What's up, everybody? Hello, happy Monday. Mondays are always tough for me. I don't know about you guys, but I've already told you the first 4 days after the weekend are always the hardest. I don't start stretching out, getting warmed up until the fifth day of the week, right? So, but here we are, Monday, and I just want to say hi to you guys. I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I don't know. Last time I talked to you guys, it's been a while. It seems like it. I'm not sure. Dolores, hello. Thanks for saying hi. What is up? Jeff, hello. Jeff, how you been? World is yours. Hello. Rachel Aguirre, hello. Lily Gutierrez, hello. Kurt Smith, hey. Chapolin Cordero, hello. Jennifer, I was about to say Jennifer Gray. Do you guys know who Jennifer Gray is? Jennifer G, hello. V, yo. Danny, it's been a while, Danny. Danielle Williams, hello. Carol Guzman, what is going on? Noches. Teresa Roberts, hello. Myra Garcia, what is going on? The skincare skinny. The skincare skinny. Hmm. Cool name. What is going on? Carlos. No. Carlos Amare 12. Saludos. Lori, nice. Not bad, but nice. Lori. What is going on? James Martinez, hello. Sandra Prayer, hello. Sharon, hello. Thank you for being a new subscriber, Sharon. I appreciate you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to thank you for saying hi and welcome. I appreciate you being a part of the Lost and Phoenix family. You're awesome. Sheila C, hello, how are you? Mara Cordero, buenas noches. Lotus, hello. Elena, hello. Nancy Oyola is in Spring Hill, Florida. What is going on, Nancy? Belinda Luna, hello. Samantha Grant, hola. Valerie, hello. Valerie, how are you? Alden Holmes, your videos help me find names of people who steal from Target. Alden Holmes, awesome. Don't let them steal from Target. Uh, Target needs to focus on not on their merchandise, right? They took a big hit this year because they allowed some knucklehead was putting like a designer for Target was putting what was called like satanic stuff on clothing and whatnot. That's crazy. What's wrong with these places, man? Ideen, hello, how are you? Sarah Frosto, I'm having a great night. Yvette Cortez, hello. Ruby Garcia, happy Monday. Joker, hello. Danielle Williams, I have a hat today because my hair a little funky. I was out interviewing. I saw Lulu today, so you guys will hear from Lulu. Yvette Cortez, brother, what's up, sister? Lily Gutierrez is in the East Valley, cool. Sassy Pat, what's up, Sassy? Deputy Dan, what's going on? Debbie Thomas, hello. Antoinette, hey Art, Antoinette. There's a famous Antoinette in France a long time ago. She said, let them eat cake. So I'm like a history guy, so maybe you history people will know what she meant. But very soon after that, they took her head. Susie, what is going on? Gwen Alto. When I see Gwen, I always think of Gwen Stefani, right? I don't know why, but Gwen Alto, not yeah. What's up, Gwen? Tammy Villegas, hello. Felipe Torres, hello. Janan, what is going on? Deanna Nunez, hola. Mary Perez, hey. Fernando Lewis, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Joseph Rapp, hi, Martin. Been watching you and Martin. Would like to give financial support to Martin. What is the best way to send? Joseph Rapp. My name is Art, ART. You could go to Cash App, Lost in Phoenix, right? Lost in Phoenix. Thank you very much, Joseph Rapp. I appreciate you. Yolanda Smith, hello. How are you? Janine Gallo, what is up? Sheila C, I'm good. Just got back from Reno, Nevada. Reno is the biggest little city, I think, in the world, right? Or in the country. The biggest little city, right? Shoot, I can't catch up with all you. So I'm trying to scroll down those comments, and then I scroll, and then it flips, and I lose where I'm at. So sorry if I missed you guys. Uh, Scarly 805, Cali 805. Cool. Alexa Antuna. Any news from Amber? She's in the hospital. Amber is in the hospital. Jeff says, Art, you've been busy. I'm a busy dude, always, always. I'm always busy. Camp goer retracted. Susie, hello. Noah Mesa, what's up, man? How are you? I'm doing real good. How about you? Lily Gutierrez, hey, from East Valley, Mesa East. Mesa East, man, that's Apache Junction, right? Apache Junction, no, I'm not sure. I'm not really a East Valley person, but what's older over there? Gold Canyon. I know it's growing, right? Eastmark, right? There's a place called Eastmark, a new community. Noah Mesa said, oops, sorry. Lauren Thomas, hello from Page, Arizona. I bet you Page is beautiful right now. Samantha Grant, yeah, Target was not family friendly while they were selling that crap. I agree. I stopped going to Target. I haven't been to Target since then. I haven't been to Target in like 6 months. They're doing that, and they're doing a lot of other stupid stuff. So uh, when companies try to appease like 1% of the population, you're gonna piss off the 99%, the other half. So they have to be careful. If not, they're gonna get Bud Lighted. Samantha, well, Ruby, hello, how are you? Yolanda, Yvette, hello from Tennessee. I want to go to Tennessee to visit Elvis Presley. What's it called? Hold on, nobody say it. Graceland. So eventually, I'm gonna go to Graceland. Yvette Cortez, Jesus died for our sins. He was buried and rose from the dead on the third day. Those who have faith in him shall not die and receive everlasting life with our Father in heaven. Amen. Thank you, Yvette Cortez, for the reminder, for the little prayer there. I appreciate you. Welcome. Linda is in Midland, Texas. The skincare skinny. The thing about donating to addicts, it's best to do it with zero expectation and only out of the kindness of your heart. If you go into it thinking they will turn their life around, you will almost something. Yeah, I agree with 100%. So I'm a realist, right? I'm very centered. I understand. I know that. I know exactly what you mean. I have zero expectations. I don't expect anything. I expect them to lie, cheat, and steal. But if I happen to plant a seed while helping them with food or a hotel room or a kindness, a little blessing bag, a gift card, whatever. Maybe I'll plant a seed and help a Martin, a Lulu, whoever, right? But the purpose of this channel is not to save Martin. It's not to save Lulu. It's not to save anybody that I interview. The purpose of this channel is prevention through awareness. It's too late to prevent Martin from using drugs. You know who's not too late to prevent? A 15-year-old Martin that's at home, confused, lost, his family sucks, and he's thinking about trying it. His friends are pressuring it. If that little 15-year-old Martin, the little kid, is watching this and he sees all these videos of people that have made bad choices and they're out there a slave to drugs, maybe a little 15-year-old Martin will decide to get away decide to stay away from them completely, right? Prevention, right? So hopefully you guys understand the whole purpose behind it, right? That's why it's important to upload these videos and people can get a sense of what addiction means, what it is, what it does to people, right? So I'm under no illusion, no fantasy that, oh, Art's coming and he's going to save the world. I have a magic wand that just, hey, I'm going to get you a room and we're going to go to treatment, right? I know the reality. I'm a realist. Like I'm very grounded in reality, me, right? So I would love for them to say yes. Yeah, I would love for them to say yes. Please take me to treatment. I would love for them to be appreciative, thankful, and honor their word, right? But I fully understand that that means nothing to people that are out there battling addiction, right? Because their number one main concern is their addiction, nothing else. Not their feet, not their legs, not their wheelchair, not their sleep, not their hunger, not their family, not their children, not their unborn children, not their nothing but addiction. So so there. Uh, Ivana Rose is really Jules. I don't know what happened to Jules' account, but she's on another account. Man, today had me bummed to watch. You can only do what you can do, art, Jules. Yeah, thank you, Jules. I agree. You could only do so much, right? You could lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink the water. So I think that's why I have a good attitude, and I don't. So like when I had to clean the room, right? I didn't have to clean it, but uh, I would hate that a cleaning a housekeeper lady has to clean that. Why can't I'm a help and definitely don't want to get charged for it. Don't want my car to get charged extra crap. Want to do things right. Anytime that I've used a hotel, I don't leave it a mess. Right. I know there's people to clean it, but that's somebody's mom, that's somebody's wife, that's somebody's grandma that has to clean that crap. Right. So I'm not gonna do that. You guys should never be filthy like that, right? You should never be dirty. Even when you go to a regular go room, you're traveling. Don't leave a mess, basically, right? Just don't leave a mess. You don't have to leave it clean, but just don't leave a mess, right? So I didn't, it's like cleaning all that stuff, but I I did it because I just get stuff done. So I'm a like a doer, right? If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And thank you guys for coming along the journey, right? A lot of you guys are have that same mentality. Let's get it done, right? So at the very least, Martin, I planted a seed, especially to little 13, 15-year-old Martin at home, right? How many youngsters are watching Martin's videos and they're like, oh my God, and they're going to stay away from it, right? How many young people have these videos prevented from going out into the streets, right? Showing these videos show that it's not glamorous, right? It's not what the hip hop videos, the rap videos show, that it's cool, it's glamorous. It's none of that. There's none of that out there. Absolutely none. So I'm confident, 100% confident in the transformation that these videos are able to do to families, to children, to young people out there, right? Along the way, if I interview somebody and they want help, right, they legitimately want help, right, and they want to turn their life around, at least they have my number. And if Martin ever does decide to get better, he'll reach out to me because he knows that I'm gonna honor my word. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be supportive, and then I have an army of you guys to try to help and assist, right? So you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I'm gonna try to. We're definitely gonna get him a wheelchair real soon. Okay, so stay tuned for that because you guys are awesome. That's why. You know why? Because you guys are awesome. Polly Pocket, what is going on? Hugh to Hoob. I like a little mess at my house. I hate when it's 100% spotless. I don't. I like my house 100% spotless. Lotus says, I never leave a mess in a motel. It speaks volumes about you as a person. Absolutely. Yeah. It's indicative of your true character, right? When you're in a hotel room and you've been there a couple days and you leave it all messy and trashy, I think your character is messy and trashy, right? Because somebody's gonna clean this, you have like I think that's a poor attitude to have, right? Again, when I leave a hotel room, I don't leave it spotless. Obviously, there's trash in the trash can. The bed is undone, but I don't leave a mess like a disaster, right? I just don't. So I'll even leave like, tip 5, 10, $20 tip, for the person that's going to clean because that's somebody's mom, somebody's grandma, that's their livelihood. Why am I going to, be an idiot? So by Juan Garcia. Gotta help Juan Garcia go to his favorite channel. Beverly Romer, I pile the towels of for them. Cool. Jinan says, I feel sorry for the maids. I had an aunt that was a housekeeper, maid, whatever. And yeah, so you guys got to remember that's somebody's family. Don't be disrespectful. Danny, what about the slobs at work? Yeah. I had an employee one time. We were in a meeting and he put his foot on the wall. You know, I'm like, dude, take your foot off the wall. Right? There's a lady here that she has to clean that. Maria, the cleaning lady, she has to clean that. Don't put your feet on. You're not home, man. You're at work. So I got so mad. Lotus, as an Australian, I believe we are treating addiction, mental health wrong. Just my opinion. Yeah, I agree 100%. I think we need to. Uh, I think we treat people with kid gloves in America. We make it optional for them, and we shouldn't. Right? When you're battling addiction, you shouldn't be given the option. You're going to receive treatment because you're a danger to yourself. You're a danger to society. So yeah, we need to do a better job. We need to change the laws around here. That's what we need to do. I should run for I should run for some type of leadership, right? But nah. Jim Todd, thank you very much. Appreciate you, Jim Todd. What is up, Buki? Gina, anything for Carla's birthday? I'm kind of focused on Martin right now. I went to look for them. I haven't seen them, so I'm not too concerned about if I happen to see them. Great. If not, I shall not. You could only do so much, right? You know, I can't be everybody's everything. You know, there's a lady. TikTok comments are so funny. There's a lady. She said, I think it was on here. I'm gonna read some of the comments right here. Some of these comments are you guys are funny. So let me try to find it real quick. All right, Tammy Butteridge. I feel you could have taken him very easily if you just would have assured him that you would keep his few belongings. He may not have he may not have much, but it's his and it's all he got. So she capitalized very easily and she capitalized his. Dude, tell him you will take care of his things and we can all come together for a chair after he gets help. One step at a time. One is capitalized. He would have went for you after he had something to eat. So my reply was, so this is what I said, and so this is the nice version, right? This is what I said, bless your naive heart. Thanks for your opinion. You have no idea the reality of it all. So I told you guys a million times, okay, and I'm always gonna keep saying this, right? A lot of times you guys people, not you guys, but people like Tammy Butteridge right there, she's obviously speaking from frustration and emotion, right. She's making a direct statement from 10 minutes, right. She doesn't know that I talked to him for an hour before and I talked to him 30 minutes after I those 10 minutes that you guys saw, right. Nobody here, not Tammy Butteridge, not you guys, not anybody, but me and Martin know the reality of it all, right? The big picture, right? Um, so let's make an account. Okay, let's make an account of everything he said. I don't want to go because I'm hungry. I don't want to go because of my wheelchair. I don't want to go because I'm afraid. I don't want to go because I don't have insurance. I don't want to go because I don't. He's throwing all kind of stuff on the wall to see what sticks, right? So that's what addicts do. Tammy Butteridge probably doesn't understand that. but that's okay. Bless her naive little heart, right? So and I appreciate your guys' comments. As I said, thank you for commenting. I thank you for giving your opinion, but you're making a general assessment, like you're trying to make like a point of fact off of 10 minutes when you really don't know all the facts. So again, bless you guys' heart. You guys mean well, right? But you guys ought to kind of take a step back because a lot of people put it all on me, right? Why don't you take him, right? Why don't you keep his belongings? Why don't you get him a room? Why don't you take him a detox? Why don't you take what? Martin has to take care of Martin, right? I'm not his babysitter. I'm not his brother. I'm not his mom. I'm not his daddy. I'm not none of that, right? I'm a guy that's offering help, right? And he's going to take the help of whatever he wants. He's not right. He's not going to take everything, right? Because he's really not ready for hospital. He's not ready for detox. He's not ready to save his legs because his number one priority is addiction, right? Is consuming more pills every single day. That's the reality of it. It's ugly. It sucks, but that's the truth, right? So, the reason, so people say, well, then why did you get him a hotel room? Because having him rest, that might have helped his legs. That might have planted a seed in his head. Wow, if all these strangers are helping me get a room and helping rest, so I can take a shower, so I can lay down after I haven't laid down in a bed in months and years, probably. Maybe I should take a full account for over my life, and just like these strangers are trying to help me, maybe I should just give an ounce of help for myself, right? That's kind of the whole purpose. So I think most of you guys understand that. A few people don't, like Tammy Butteridge, but I thank you guys, the folks that that understand that, great. There's gonna be a lot of knuckleheads that just don't get it, right? They just don't understand. Why are you interviewing him? Take him to the hospital. He doesn't want to go to the hospital, right? Art, tell him you'll take his belongings, right? While he goes to the hospital. He doesn't want to go to the hospital. That's one of his many excuses, right? So I'm a realist. I would recommend you guys being a little bit more realist when it comes to this stuff, right? Um, don't have super high expectations for addicts. Okay, don't ever do that because you're really fooling yourself. You're going to harm yourself, and that's not good, right? You potentially harm the addict as well. So you guys have to be careful. Ms. Lady Blue World, I pray he gets help eventually. I do too, Miss Lady Blue World. He's in his own blue world, right? So the little pills that he smokes are blue. So he's perfectly fine in the world, the little blue world that he lives in right now. So he's not ready for our world, unfortunately. So Keith Marks says, I am thankful for all Art does. I also trust his judgments. Yeah. So you guys have to understand that I thank you very much, Keith. I appreciate your support and your understanding of kind of what I'm doing, right? Like I fully understand and comprehend what I'm doing. I really do. I know my limitations. I know what I should be doing. I already kind of know the outcome. I could predict the future. With like a Martin, Carla, Migs, Lulu, Blake. I knew what was going to happen to Blake, right? I just knew it, right? Blake had underlying medical issues plus his addiction, plus, so I kind of understand. But again, plant a seed, let him know he matters. And he enjoyed being in that motel room for 3 nights, Blake, right? He eventually passed. Okay. And so I see a lot of similarities from Blake to Martin. Underlying medical issues, addiction, and it's just a matter of time. But in that time, can we share his story? Can we let the world know who Martin is? can we let the world know what addiction is, right? Can we save a life or one life out there, so a youngster, by sharing Martin's story and educating about addiction, that potentially one youngster could not come out here. So a lot of people in the comments, I appreciate. It's just a lot of comments. Like, just I can't read all the comments. It's impossible to read all the comments. It's just absolutely it's too many comments. When I again I appreciate you guys, but yeah. So yeah, that's kind of Martin in a nutshell. But pretty soon we're gonna go. I'm gonna go look for him, get him a get him a wheelchair. Okay. Um, I feel bad. He's still human, right? He's still human. He matters. He's important in this world. He has life. He has a soul. Um, I'm not mad at him. I'm not upset. I'm not disappointed. I'm not. I think that's why I can do this, because I can compartmentalize, right, my emotions. Right. I'm not mad that the room was dirty. Right? It sucked that I had to clean it. I'd rather not clean that crap, right? Because it was nasty stuff, right? It wasn't like just wrappers and trash. It was like nasty crap. I was like this the whole time. So that kind of sucked, but it didn't ruin my day. Right? I wasn't upset, wasn't angry, wasn't even disappointed. It's just that's the reality, right? Those are things already accounted for ahead of time, right? So I think this is why I'm able to do this, and the majority of people can't do this because you guys would fall apart. You guys would crumble. Your emotions would get the best of you. Your emotions, either sadness or anger, would get. And I keep my emotions in check. And I'm really really good at that for the most part, right? Unless you steal my cell phone like some knucklehead, right? I could chase you down and spank you. So that was fun. But yeah, I wasn't angry at him at all. It was nice to see him. That he wasn't in harm's way. He didn't have any medical episodes. Um, so I still believe in him. I still, there's a chance for him to overcome as much as he can. But I'm a realist. I'm very centered in reality. So I invite all of you guys to do that as well, right? But that doesn't mean we can't help and we shouldn't help and we shouldn't pray and offer help and assistance as best as we can. Um, but wasn't that a good lesson? Again, Blake, same thing with Blake, was a good lesson for all of us, right? I've been doing this almost 3 years, and I just I become more aware of the words that they say, the excuses they give. I can kind of predict what is going to happen because I've literally talked to over 1,000 people in the past 3 years out in the streets. 1,000 people doing exactly what he's doing, giving excuses, blaming it on everybody else, right? The doctors, the hospital, the insurance, the wheelchair, the this, the that, everybody, everything except for themselves, right? Everybody's to blame. Society, racism, the government, the president, it's never them. So I get it. Dizzy Wolf, hello. What is going on? Susie, thank you. Brenda, what is going on? Brenda says, good for you, Art. Thank you, Brenda. Good for you too. I'm so hungry right now. Sheesh, I haven't ate since like noon or something. Yeah, it's late. 7:54 p.m. here in Phoenix, Arizona. Peter helping humanity. Man, Art, you really are an angel. You're blessed for all that you do. I'm not an angel, right? I'm the last. I'm way far. I'm on the other end of the angel scale. But thank you, Peter. Nonetheless, I appreciate you. I love your name, Peter helping humanity. I think that should be all of us, right? Can you imagine if we were all helping humanity? It would be a better world, right? So, Noble Seeker. Hi, Art. Hope you are doing well. I was just curious to know how long have you been dealing with people on the streets? This November will be 3 years. Wendy Oliveira. Hello, how are you? Jules Ivana Rose says, it's such a thankless, tiring job with an addict. I lived with one my whole life until my mother passed from addiction last year. She was in her 50s. It's so hard. You're phenomenal, inspiring. Jules, thank you very much. My condolences for the loss of your mom. Um, addiction, addiction does not only affect the addict. Addiction affects the mom, the dad, the brother, the sister, the whole community, and it starts to tear at the fabric of our society. So again, it's important to prevent addiction, right? Because it's so hard to get them off of addiction. To bring them back from addiction, it's a million times harder than it is to prevent them to get to addiction, right? Prevention through awareness. FTC, Art, you are amazing. I admire your patience, resilience, and your big heart. Martin is struggling with his addiction. I totally agree with the way you think. Thank you, FTC. You are awesome, obviously. Obviously, you're awesome. That's why we connect on the same level, right? We're on the same wavelength as far as intellect and IQ and all that stuff. FTC, I appreciate you. Charlotte, is he going to the hospital? Uh, I would be shocked if he went to the hospital. Did you watch the video? Watch the video and you let me know if he's going to the hospital. Lady G Northern Starseed, you could have had a solution for every one of his excuses, Art, and he'd have still found another. Absolutely, you're absolutely correct, right? So I'm not there. I'm there. I'm interviewing these people so they can share their story. I try not to interrupt them. I try not to contradict them. I try not to shame them. Like you're lying, you're BSing, you're just giving excuses. This is not an interrogation, right? I'm not trying to interrogate. I'm trying to get his story out. Like, right? That's his story. I ask a question, you ready to go to hospital? And whatever he says, that's what he says. That's his story, right? So it's like a lesson in addiction, right? To all you folks that don't understand, right? Because it's a lot, and it's a lot of people, right? I was one of them 3 years ago. I didn't understand addiction. I understand it a little bit better, right? I understand it a little bit better, right? Because doing this for 3 years, like you just become more aware of what addiction is, what it sounds like, what it looks like, what it smells like, right? So, so I'm not there to contradict them or call them out, call them names. No, I'm there just asking questions and trying to plant seeds. That's it. Simple, easy. Patricia Cox, hi Art. Glad I didn't miss the live. Simply out. The want for help has to be bigger than the want for the drugs. Not easy. Very true. Stephanie Gatan, hey guys, just got my wisdom teeth out. I'm in so much pain. Pray for me. Oh, what's your for dinner? I can't eat. I'm sad. Stephanie Gatan, for dinner, you're gonna have freaking whatever you're gonna have. It's gonna be liquid, right? So if you want tacos, it's gonna little liquid taco juice, right? So that sucks that you had your wisdom tooth pulled out, right? So hopefully that's not the one you brush every night, right? The wisdom tooth, but get better, Stephanie Gaitan. Whatever you do, don't take a lot of pills, right? Because I know they give you like strong medication for the pain. I don't want to interview you one day, Stephanie K. Jane Dumanner, Dumanoir. Ooh, did I get it? Dumanoir. Do you know some addicts who really stopped taking drugs, who really stopped after you took care of him? So first off, I don't take care of anybody. I've never taken care of anybody. I barely take care of myself, right? So that's first. That's point number one. I don't take care. I don't go in. I interview people. I don't take care of them. Okay, so that's point number one. There are a handful of people that I've interviewed. They are clean now. Yes. Susie says, I heard the blues smell terrible. Blues to me smells like a mix of dog food and burned popcorn, but like with a chemical, strong chemical repugnant smell, right? So nasty, disgusting. James Hurd. So, Art, let's say Martin wants to get sober. Will he get unlimited treatment or is it for a few weeks only? It's whatever program they deem necessary for him, right? If he's willing to go through the program, different places have different programs 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 100 days. It's all dependent on the individual and what they got to work with. So, it's all different. Miss Nisha, what are blues? Blues are counterfeit fentanyl pills. Uh, Made by the Mexican drug cartels in Mexico from chemicals that they buy from China. They smuggle them through the southern, so they're made in Mexico, right? They're little counterfeit fentanyl pills. They're like this big, tiny little blue pills. Um, uh, they're made to look like oxycodone or Percocets or whatever, right? But they're counterfeit. They're made out in the jungle, out in the desert somewhere. They're smuggled across by through our open southern border by the ton every single day. That's why these pills. When I started doing this 3 years ago, the cheapest was $5 per pill. The most expensive was like $15, 10, 15, 3 years ago, right? Today, 50 cents per pill. 50 cents. What does that mean? That means there's a lot of pills out there, right? A lot, ton crap of pills out there. You know, that's why the youngest person I've ever seen was 13 years old, smoking these pills in front of me. Little, small, little black kid on a scooter. I was watching him, right? I was watching him. So he smoked, he got the foil, he got the straw smoked, he's on a scooter, right? He smokes, and then he's in the parking lot of a Circle K. And you know how he makes money? This 13-year-old, he was opening the doors at a Circle K and people were giving him change. Oh, here, cute little boy. Here's 50 cents. Here's $1. Thank you for opening the door for me. So, true story. Sad. Lulu J 2020. What is going on? I haven't seen Lulu in a long time. Thanks for joining. China will stop at nothing to destroy the United States, in my opinion. Yeah, and a lot of politicians here in America are helping them, right? They're selling out the fleecing of America. They're selling out America to basically indirectly allow that to happen, basically, right? So, really sad. Mario Condello, thoughts on where the economy is headed? We're going to head into, I think we're going to go into a recession, right? So, yeah, I think we're going into a recession and high interest rates, and it sucks, right? Everything's so expensive. How much is gas right now, right? I remember 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, I was paying 2.20 for $2.20 for a gallon of gas. Today it's double that, right? I just paid gas for yesterday and it was 4.70 here in Phoenix, right? So $4.70. What happened? You guys have to be careful on the idiots that you elect, right? Because they don't care. They really don't care. Sandra Gonzalez, I saw the video. He's not ready. Yeah, he's definitely not ready, but hopefully I planted a seed with Martin. At the very least, somebody's going to watch these videos at home and decide to stop blues or never use blues, right? And that's the whole point. CN, thank you very much for your kind donation, 10 bucks. You are awesome. Thank you. Judy and Dustin Griffin, what is your biggest challenge with interviewing people? My biggest challenge, it's hot as hell. That's what I'm literally sweating when I'm interviewing these people, right? The police, right? So I've been interviewing people and the police will get behind me and they'll get it. I've been interrupted like about 10 times with the police, right? But they're pretty most police officers are pretty cool. They already know. They already know. One police officer waited for me for 5 minutes, which is really weird, right? This is like happened 2 weeks ago. I was interviewing this dude, right? And the police officer, like, I was in a parking lot of a bank, and the police officer, like, what's he doing, right? And he kind of looked, he waited 5 minutes for me to finish the interview. I lowered the window and I said, "Oh, I see you're interviewing. I know I've seen your videos before. You're just in a parking in a no trespassing area. If you can, just FYI, if you can just not do that here." I said, "Hey, thank you very much for not interrupting. I appreciate you." Right? He literally stood there for five. What police officer waits for you, right? Please don't wait, right? So that was really kind and nice of him, right? Because they know the intent. The whole purpose of this channel is to help people, right? So not all police officers are bad apples, right? Just not all Hispanic people are bad people. Not all Black people are bad people. So yeah. So Curious Irish Angel, hello, how are you? Doreen Kopke, hello. Pretty princess. God, I can't say that 5 times really fast. Pretty princess. Thank you. I appreciate you. Aisha Hussein, thanks for joining all the way from the United Kingdom, across the pond, the Atlantic. Appreciate you. It must be like what, freaking 3 in the morning over there? What time? 2 in the morning? Three? Four? I'm not sure. I'm so hungry. I haven't ate since noon. What you guys have for dinner? I know what Stephanie Gaitan's gonna have for dinner. She had they extracted her wisdom tooth, right? So whatever she's gonna eat is gonna be through a straw. That sucks. So when I got my braces the first time when I was younger, this is the second time I get them because so here's a tip. If you get braces, if your children get braces, and if they lose the they take off the braces and they give them the retainer, if they lose the retainer, get them a retainer like right away, immediately. So what happens like 3 months after I took out my braces the first time, I lost my retainer, and I don't need the retainer. My teeth are good. Well, little by little, it goes back to normal, right? So that sucks. Artist Vigil, I made baked barbecue chicken, squash, and rice. That's awesome. Sounds good. Minus the squash. I don't know about the squash part, but sounds a little squishy. Bart Basquiaro had pupusas. Yummy. Miss Nisha, do you ever watch any of the videos from Kensington? If so, what are your thoughts on those? Yeah, I have. I haven't in a while, but yeah, it's pretty much right. It's like Zombie Land, unfortunately, right? I feel really bad. I think that's the way of the city of Philadelphia. That's their way of containing the issue. They make them, if you're gonna do drugs, go do it in this little block, right? Don't leave that block. If you leave that block, we're gonna arrest you. But if you stay in that block, basically, we're not gonna touch you, right? You will just stay in that block. Don't go to businesses. Don't go to neighborhoods. Just stay in that little block. So that's kind of that city of Philadelphia's way of dealing with it. So all that is containment. You're just containing. You're really not dealing with the issue. You're not changing their lives. You're just, put them in the corner so that the rest of society doesn't see them, right? So if the point is to keep them away from the rest of the city, they're doing great. If the point is to try to help them, they're doing a poor job, right? So, but the laws in America make it difficult to really give care to people, right? So we're too nice in America. We give too many freedoms in my and this is from a veteran, right? I've been in the military, so it's weird to say that, but there's some people. So people, especially people in like foreign countries, what is happening in America? Like, why is America? It's because in America we have the right to do whatever we want. People even have the right to be a drug addict and just be high all day. That's how much we take our liberty serious, our freedom seriously, right? Just, oh, he's American, just leave him alone. That's what he wants to do. Leave him alone. I think we need to change our attitude about that a little bit, right? Obviously, we can't just let people do that because it's harmful not only to them and their family, but to society at large. Because we'll lose a generation of people if we just nonchalantly say, "Oh, they have the freedom and right to, smoke their brains out." So, not good. Bart Visions. I saw the video of Martin, but what was the explanation for the room mess? He had no explanation. Just you can't explain that, right? Um, and again, look, again, I'm not naive. Trust me, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter your guys' opinion. Like I really am not naive, right? So when I gave him the room, I said, "So you're gonna get a room for 3 nights out of the generosity of the Lost in Phoenix family. Please don't destroy the room. Please don't allow people in here. Please don't make a mess, right? Because it's on my credit card. It's like my name, right? My card, my ID. Don't burn the place. Don't do stuff like that, right? Because that's not cool, man." So he said, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, no, no, no problem. Yeah, absolutely, it makes sense. Yeah, trust me." He said, I trusted him. So again, it wasn't destroyed. It was just filthy, absolutely disgusting. So what happened? I don't know. I wasn't there, but he didn't have a he couldn't explain. He could not articulate how the room got that way, right? But it's neither here nor there. Joel from Maine. Hello, what's going on? How are you? Maricela del Cid. That's a cool name. Hey Art, good night from Tucson. You have such an amazing way with all these people you interview. You show such compassion. It's great to see that you don't judge anyone by the choices they make. Thank you very much, Maricela del Cid. I appreciate you. Yeah, I've gone to Tucson a few, two, 3 times to interview people, and they got a mess down there too at the uh, Santa Rita Park, right? Santa Rita Park. Just all the parks over there. That's kind of where they have that, and it makes sense just because parks are a little bit cooler. The shade and the grass makes it a little bit more bearable, right? But yeah, so it's a mess down in Tucson. Albuquerque. I've interviewed in Albuquerque. For all you newbies, there's like 252 people in here. Half of you guys are because we're usually about what 70 people, 80 people. There's 252. A lot of you guys are brand new. I appreciate you guys for being new subscribers. Thank you guys very much. Please tell your parent, please tell your family, your children, your community about what's going on. Don't leave it all up to one person. It should be all of us, a community, creating awareness, right? Talk to your kids about this drug, right? It's a drug, um, and we need to make better choices, right? So somehow Martin came from New York to Phoenix to visit his child. He got stuck here 6 years ago. He made the choice to put poison in his body. Now it's developed into a disease. Is addiction a disease? Yeah, but it started from a choice, right? So, right, because he chose to consume crap, and now it's taking possession of his soul, basically, right? And it won't let go. So, super sad. Ladybug S, love your work and humanity, and have a good night from Cali. Thank you, Ladybug. I appreciate you. Well, anytime I've seen ladybugs, right, I've never like harmed them, right? I think they're really cool. When I was a little kid, I used to like get them and play with them and kind of let them fly away. So thank you, Ladybug. Appreciate you. You have a good night all the way in Cali. Jaziris de Jesus, God bless you. I really respect your help t- towards these people. I didn't had anyone to help but God. Amen. Thank you, Jaziris de Jesus. I appreciate you. Very kind. Veronica Fernandez. Hey, buddy, what got you interested in doing this type of work? What's up, buddy? Um, so 3 years ago during the pandemic, everything was closed. Schools, restaurants, everything was shut down. But I would see young people with backpacks on corners all over Phoenix. Like, what the hell are they doing? Right? School's out. And so I parked, observed, And oh, they're doing drugs. What are they doing? Like, what? That's weird. What's that straw? A little straw and foil. And what is that? And I got out of my car and then I asked them, like, what is that? They told me, and I googled it. I researched. I did research, and I said, oh my god, there's a lot of people are dying from this, right? Like, this is the real epidemic right here, right? But nobody's sounding the alarm. So, so basically, I wanted to create awareness, right? Because this was happening under my nose in my neighborhood, and I was oblivious to it, right? So I became aware, and I want to make other people aware. So I try to build this community to educate. This isn't entertainment. This isn't for fun. This isn't to laugh at people, make fun of people, to be derogatory towards people. Right? These are humans. These are children. These are adults. These are parents. This is somebody's son, daughter. This is somebody's loved one. So if we all as a community show grace and compassion towards each other, regardless of what's going on, right? There's 256 people in here. Some of you guys have addiction. Some of you guys need grace and compassion, right? So sometimes this is like a veneer, right? Sometimes this is right here. This is a front, right? Because underneath it all, right, we're all vulnerable. We're all hurting. We're all in pain. We're all trying to mask a pain that we all have, right? 256 people in this room, right? And we all have something, right? Some of us just are really good at functioning through the pain, through the hurt, through the trauma, right? And then some people, like Martin, they can't. Their coping skills might not be as good, and they resort to substances to help them cover that pain, that trauma. So um, I think this is a good like networking. This is a good place to discuss people's emotions, feelings, trauma, coping skills, all these life events, so that we can make better decisions. Not only us, right? Because I'm 48 years old, right? So I'm good in life. I'm happy about where I'm at. I've had a long, good, productive career, and this is just another chapter in my. I've been in the military. I joined the Navy 3 months after 9/11 because if 9/11 didn't happen, I wouldn't have joined the Navy, the military. And then when I was 44 years old, I joined the Arizona Army National Guard because I was bored at work. And I was in Fort Benning, Georgia, running around with a bunch of 18-year-olds. I was out running 18-year-olds in Georgia, but my knees blew out because I'm 44. I was 44 back then, right? But I had a blast. It was fun. So this is just another iteration, right, of like me trying to do uh, more. I'm always pushing myself, doing more, trying to do what I can. So that's for all you new people, right? Because there's definitely a lot of new people in here. So push yourself, right? What's your limit? Can you push yourself to do more, to get more, to help others? Because if you do more, you'll always get more, right? You'll always good vibes, right? God's watching, and you'll build uh, you know good relationships, right? And so that's kind of what I try to do. I try to do every single day. Try to be a better person. Polly Pocket's going to join the army. Don't do it. Sandra Gonzalez has an addiction with Louis Vuitton. Oh my goodness, that stuff is expensive. $5,000 for a purse? Shoot. Courtney Wadino, did you find Martin finally art, or do you still have all his stuff? Courtney, there's a video that I got uploaded today. Courtney, when you have a minute, check it out. Holly Hamlin, I just hope I don't see my son fall into blues. He's leaving for Phoenix tomorrow and is deep in his addiction. I'm so afraid as a mom, I'll never hear from him again. My goodness, Holly. He's battling addiction. He's coming to Phoenix. I wish he wouldn't come here. He's coming to the belly of the beast. It's bad here. It's bad. It's bad here because pills are like all over the street. Just all over the street. Just yesterday, I personally witnessed the Phoenix police, right? They pull into a parking lot, gas station, There's a group of people, right? Group of people battling addiction, and there's like one dealer. The dealer just took off, ran, right? Ran, and the cops got in their vehicle. They chased him. So this knucklehead, he's one of those idiots that likes wearing his pants down by by below his butt. Police love when you wear clothes like that because when you try to run, you can't run. So I literally saw him trip because his pants are down, below his butt because he's an idiot, right? So before he tripped, he threw a bag. No lie, it was this big. A bag. The bag was this big. Right? He threw it on the roof of an establishment of a business. I saw the police borrow a ladder from the business, and I saw the police go walk up to the climb the ladder to get the bag of blues of pills. Right. So he's gonna go to jail because he's a dealer, which that's where he belongs. Keep wearing your pants below your butt because when you commit crimes, you look like an idiot, and they get to catch you, right? So shame on them, and it's unfortunate that your son, who's battling addiction, wherever you're at, is coming to the belly of the beast because he's gonna. These pills are so abundant. They're just like it's like a river flowing of these drugs, right? 50 cents is what they cost here, so not good. Lisa Marks, hello. Gray Fox 47. Sometimes you have to say F it and move on to the next soul that wants help. No, no. You could do that, right? But I won't do that. Um, again, so you probably didn't hear, you probably missed the part earlier when I said these videos are not to save Martin. These videos, so again, so as a recap, the mission statement of Lost in Phoenix is prevention through awareness. It's too late to prevent Martin from becoming an addict, but by sharing, following, and the world seeing Martin's story, a 13-year-old little boy somewhere in the world, in America, in Phoenix, or your neighborhood, will be like, damn, if anybody ever offered me drugs, blues, this, that, I'm gonna say no because I never want to be in a wheelchair when I'm 37. I don't want to be a father of four like Martin and not be able to see my children because my feet are falling off, and right, that's kind of the whole purpose. If by chance he decides to get better, right? Okay, I'm ready to go to hospital. I'll be there to take him, right? But so that attitude, Gray Fox 47, that's your attitude, right? That's your sentiment, and cool. I respect it, but I don't agree with it, right? That's not me at all. So sometimes you have to say F it and move on to the next soul that wants help. You should always help people. You should always help anybody, right? That you're able to, right? You should always offer assistance, right? But try not to quit on people, right? Because it's a big indicator on your character, right? This person didn't want help. This person didn't go to hospital, so I'm quitting. I'm gonna cut them loose. That's more a reflection on you than them. Juliana Sanchez, hello, what's going on? Jessica Castro, what is going on? Sandra Gonzalez made ribs today. Man, I love ribs. I haven't ate ribs in a long time. One time I got ribs. I don't know where. I can't remember where I got ribs. I picked up the bone and the meat just fell off. That was so cool. That tasted really good, right? So and go back. Too bad I forgot where it was at. Kim H, bottom line, Martin isn't ready for sobriety, and until he is, we can change. We can show him we care. Absolutely. I love that bottom line, Kim H. Don Hummer, hello. Juan Acosta, does he have or does he get Social Security for his mental? He doesn't receive any Social Security from my understanding. Curious Irish Angel Arch speaks facts. I do. I speak factuals all the time. Not a lot of people listen, but I speak factuals. Santoro 416. It seems like it's meth and fetty in a lot of places, Canada and the US. I don't hear much about anything else here in Ontario anymore. Santoro, thank you very much for commenting. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for your kind donation. You're awesome. Very cool. Stay safe up in Canada. Bree MC says that's nice. The actress from Disney Channel offered to help him with the wheelchair. Yeah, uh, Sky Jackson, so cool. She reached out to me on social media. She was really cool. She reached out to me on TikTok first. So here she is, right here. Here she is. Look, yeah, see, Sky. I think she's a Disney actress, right? I don't know I forgot the name of the show that she was on, but she was on Disney. Um, yeah, really cool. Go say hi to Sky Jackson on TikTok. On TikTok, she has like 20 million followers. On a YouTube channel, she has a million, and I can't remember how many she has on that conversation there that I showed you was on Instagram. I can't remember how many. Go say hi to her. Tell her that Lost in Phoenix sent you guys. Sky Jackson, SKAI Jackson. She's really cool. She has a YouTube channel and she used to be on Disney. I can't remember the name of the show. Anybody remember the name of the show that she was on Disney? But she's really cool. She's really great heart, great humanity, right? Somehow she saw the TikTok of Martin and she reached out to me. So really, really, really cool. So go if you guys look for her, tell her I sent you guys. Sky Jackson. She's really cool. I'm gonna see the name of the show. The name of the show. So Sky Jackson, she was born in 2022. So what is she's 21 years old. She was she played the role of Zuri Ross in the Disney Channel sitcom Jessie from 2011 and 2015, which she subsequently reprised in a sequel called Bunked 2015 to 2018. So Jessie and Bunked are the two shows that she was on. She did a film called Liberty Kid in 2007. So isn't that cool? She was a semi-finalist in the 29th season of Dancing with the Stars. So she was on Dancing with the Stars with the Stars last year, or whenever that was. So, anyways, yeah, she's really, really cool. This is a picture of her. She reached out and she wants to help. So again, that's why it's important to share these stories, right? Because then people like her at her, will gain interest and they try to help. So I think that's really speaks volumes about her heart, and you gotta help people out. She was on yeah, I've never heard that show ever. Jessie on Disney? I've never I've never watched the Disney Channel ever in my life. I've watched Disney movies like back, in the 80s and 90s or whatever, but not I don't know nothing about shows and all that stuff. So, but she's so cool. She has a big, big heart, wants to help people. Christy Love 79. I'm a former opioid user, then abuser, 5 years sober. I'm a peer recovery specialist and taking classes to become a counselor. Congratulations on your recovery, Christy Love. You're awesome. Uh, People do recover. There's hope in recovery, and you're a perfect example of that, right? So people battling addiction recover on their timeline, right? So the people that say stop wasting your time on Martin, he's never going to get change. That's what they said about Christy Love, right? But here she is, she's sober for 5 years. So those naysayers know nothing about an individual, right? Again, they're really just projecting their insecurities, their shortcomings, and their poor character, right? Just that's not the type of person you want to go to war with, right? The person that gives up, calls people names, right? Like, why would you berate a person battling addiction and homelessness? Like, why would you want to throw them under the bus, and like kick them while they're down? It doesn't make sense to me, you know? So I pray not only for Martins, but also pray for some people, like the haters, right? The people that just don't understand. They just don't understand, right? And they're all over the comments, right? They're all over. Watch each video that I upload. They're. Why do you waste your time, right? Stop wasting your time on this person. Stop. I told you that was gonna happen. Why do? And I'm like, oh my God, we have to pray for them because they're projecting their poor character, right? Their self-esteem, the way they look at the world. Um, yeah, so you have to pray for them too. So prayers for everybody. Free prayers for everybody. Jorgensen. What's up, Joe Jorgensen? How are you? Brenda Art, you are the beacon of light for a lot of those people out down the streets battling addiction. I give them a bullhorn, a megaphone to speak from because nobody wants to hear their story. Nobody cares about their story, right? They are trash. They are throwaway of society. They're the rejects of society. A lot of people, we walk past them. We don't look at them. We don't acknowledge them. We hide our faces because we don't want them to ask us for money. Oh my God, like, oh my God, they smell, they stink, they look horrible. That's what we do as a society. We shun them, right? We don't want to acknowledge their existence. We wish they weren't there, right? That's what society does, right? They feel that. They feel that neglect. They feel that pain. They feel that's more trauma on top of trauma, right? So, I get it. I get the frustration on both sides. I really do. So I think we can try to be better people. More understanding, more compassionate, more um, give grace to people that are down, right? Give grace to people that, in the comments. I try really hard. I promise you guys to be understanding and more, walk people through. But there's some people you're just not going to get into. You're not going to get into their head and make them understand. So yeah, 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 yeah. Marsha, hello. Sassy Pat. Well, I guess I don't understand. I never did drugs. Guess what? I've never did drugs either. Never done drugs ever in my life. You don't have to do drugs to have compassion and grace for people. You just have to have a good heart. an open heart. That's it. Simple, easy. But for some people, it's hard. Renee says, Art, thank you for caring for others. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you. Santoro says, I've done drugs, just never fentanyl. Yeah, fentanyl is bad. Don't do any drugs. Don't do any drugs. Right? Kids just say no. A lot of people make fun of that. Just say no doesn't work. It worked for me. It worked for millions of people actually. Right? I think it worked. Nancy Reagan back in the 80s. Just say no. Right? Remember the Dare campaign back in the 80s, right? Drug awareness, resistance, education, something like that, right? It worked for me. I was petrified of drugs. I was scared of drugs because what they things they told me made sense to me. It clicked. That was prevention through awareness, right? They made me aware of the dangers of drugs, what it does, how it makes you feel, how you can lose everything, how you lose your life, and that to me, like that made sense. For some people, for whatever reason, it doesn't make sense to them. So we're gonna have to tell them and tell them and tell them and paint a picture and write it down. It has to make sense to people. McGruff, take a bite out of crime, right? McGruff, the dog, right? The cop, the police dog, right? Take a bite out of crime. Aaron O'Brien, thanks for what you do. I hope to show my children some of your videos soon. They are 8 and 10. I got clean for them. Your videos are reminders to me why I stay away. Life is too precious. Aaron O'Brien, congratulations on your recovery, first off. Congratulations dedicating your life to being a mother as opposed to an addict. Your children are lucky to have you in their life because a lot of the people that I interview, their parents, their moms, their dads, and their 8-year old and their 10-year old will probably never see them, right? So, good job, Aaron. Uh, the purpose of this channel, prevention through awareness. These videos of whoever you go and pick any video, show them to your children at some point when you think they're ready, and that is the audience. That's the target audience right there. That's who these videos are made for. It's not for Martin. It's not for the people I interview. These videos are for Aaron's children, right? Because that's the generation that we need to prevent from coming out to the streets, right? It might be too late for Martin. I'll help him if he really wants help, right? I'll drive him to the hospital. I'll hold his belongings. I'll do whatever I need to do because I've demonstrated that I'm capable, I'm willing, and I can do it. I want to do it. Martin doesn't want to do it. Martin has to want it more than me, right? So to me, that's simple, but people get confused because of emotion, because they get pissed off and they get angry that why are you interviewing him? Oh my God, he needs to be in the hospital now, like immediately. I know he does, but he's not going to go to the hospital immediately because he's battling addiction. He's addicted to the world's most strongest substance. That's why he's not in the hospital. It has nothing to do with me, man. So take a step back. Aaron O'Brien, you are awesome. You are awesome indeed. I'm gonna pin your comment. Hopefully you guys see that. Thanks for what you do. I hope to show my children some of your videos soon. They are 8 and 10. I got clean for them. And of course it goes away. I got clean for them. Your videos are reminders to me why I stay away. Life is too precious. A lot of people, so 242 people in here, probably half the people, there's at least 100 people in this room right now that are former addicts. Guaranteed. So great job, Aaron. You are awesome. That's why I pinned your comment because you matter. Christy Love 79 says the way you interview with grace and compassion is amazing. Thank you, Christy Love. I appreciate you. You're going to be a great peer counselor. You're going to be a great everything. Just continue to do you, get that education, and go help the world. Right, pay it forward. Right. So just like you got clean, there's a lot of souls out there to save. So go out and do it. Polly Pocket, as an alcoholic, the substance has a good grip. Top it off with trauma, shame, and depression equals a hard time. Polly Pocket, keep your head up. You matter. You're important. The Lost Phoenix family, we are praying for you, and we want you to succeed. We want you to get through your pain and your anguish. Right, you're not alone, and we'll continue to pray for you, and we'll always want you to do better. Okay, so no need to be full of shame. You have a family of supportive individuals that understand you and want you to do better. So keep your head up. Karen Galindo, love to watch your videos. God bless you and all the people in the chat. Thank you, Karen Galindo. Appreciate you. Janice Canojo, hi Art. Thank you for what you do for everyone. You have a good soul. God bless you. Thank you, Janice. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. Or is everybody being nice tonight? What do you guys? Everybody's all. There's too many people being nice to me. What's happening? Joseph says, "Remember the commercial? This is your brain." I remember it was like a frying pan, I know, super hot, and then some dude cracked. He had an egg. He says, "This is your brain," and then cracked open the egg, put it on the skillet and it started frying the egg. This is your brain on drugs, right? That resonated with me. I'm like, damn, I don't want my brain sizzling. So it made sense to me. Joseph Rapp, is water readily available? Is it passed out so all can get it? They can walk into a store and ask for the water, and they'll receive it. Bree MC, I had to stop and work hard to recover and get to where I am today. It's hard, but I did it, and now I have an apartment of my own and almost 3 years clean now. Another example that recovery is possible right there. Bree MC, congratulations on your recovery. Bree MC, you're awesome. Keep going, right? Make it another 3 days, another 3 weeks, another 3 months, another 3 years, right? Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Right? Congratulations on your recovery. Congratulations on getting an apartment, establishing yourself, regaining control of your life because you matter, you're important, and your family deserves that, right? You deserve it, but your family deserves it too because when you were down in the dumps with the addiction, that's where your family was. Your mom was down there with you, right? Not with you physically, but you know, she was there. So congratulations, Bree. You were awesome. White Russia, Art LeBeau. I think it's Laboe. I think LeBeau. Yeah, he passed away. Was it this year or recently? But yeah, I used to listen to Art LeBeau. Janice Canojo, are we allowed to ask anything? You can ask anything your little heart desires. I choose not to answer everything. Polly Pocket says, I appreciate you all. I'm currently sober. I was just relating to those who abuse substances because I have been there, done that regardless. Thank you all for the good wishes. It took a long time to want better. Polly Pocket, you're awesome. You still shouldn't go to the army. Dolores, have a good night. Have a good night with your daughter, Maya Well. Crystal Rosales, Realtor, San Antonio, Texas. Hey, Art, missed the update. Can you recap, please? Recap an hour and 19 minutes. My recap is Crystal Rosales, Realtor, San Antonio, Texas. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here all the way from San Antonio, Texas. It's kind of late for you, right? But hopefully you're doing great. Thanks for joining. You're awesome. And Keep watching. I appreciate you. Terrain, Terrain B. God bless you. Thank you. Ray in Hollywood Art, you're an agent for more. I hope you can talk him into going to the hospital. He shouldn't be scared. I think it's his pride that is making him not go to the hospital. He needs to go ASAP. Yeah. So it's not that he's scared. It's not his pride. It's not insurance. It's not that he doesn't have a ride. It's not his wheelchair. It's not. You know what it is, Ray in Hollywood? It's addiction. It's addiction. Everything he said, and I could think of 100 people I've interviewed. They say the exact same thing. They tell you it's this, and this, right? Because I can easily rebut this, right? I can easily rebut this. So they just keep throwing stuff out, spitting stuff out, see what sticks. So I just kind of back off. And I do. I'm pretty good at that, right? I'm not there to force them. They have to want to go to the hospital. Right? He needs to go to the hospital because his feet are about to fall off. They're about to fall off. He can't keep going at this pace. At the rate that he's going, I don't know, in 30 days, in 60 days, like he he's just gonna get sick. He's gonna get blood poisoning. He's gonna get gangrene, and that's gonna kill him. So when they see him just laying on the ground, somebody's gonna call the hospital, and then they're not gonna ask him, hey, do you want to go to, like, we're gonna take you, dude, because you're obviously in pain, and we're gonna take you, and they're gonna say it's either too late to save your feet, or there's a chance we could save your feet. Either way, it's a mess. So, but he doesn't see that because the addiction is more overpowering than the need to save his legs. That's a fact. So it's sad to say that, but it's the reality, right? That's the truth. For all you new people, there's a lot of new people in here. Go look at Lulu, Lulu. She's walking around with a broken leg. I've been interviewing her for 2 years. She's had a broken leg for like 10, 11 months. Literally walking on a broken leg. Her leg is bent, right? Because it's addiction. She's a mother of two. She's like 27 years old, mother of two, been out on the streets for years. Her leg broke. She's out there. I just interviewed her today. Go look up Lulu. So that's addiction. She needs to go to the hospital, but she hasn't gone to hospital for at least 10 months. It sucks. It sucks. Santoro, I relate to this channel hard. Again, you're a good man, Art. Thank you, Santoro. I appreciate you. Stay safe up in Canada. Uh, Congratulations on your recovery. Keep being awesome, Santoro. I love the support. I appreciate you greatly. Colombian Princess is always late. What's going on? Amaze Lynn. Oh, so sad. A lot of sadness. A lot of sadness. Absolutely. Karen Skaggs, how was your day, Art? How's the fur baby? The fur babies are out there behaving or not behaving. I got Milo a shot today. In 2 weeks, I get him his final shot. Yay. I had a good day, busy day, always busy. For all you new people, I have a full time job. I'm a manager in the insurance industry for the past 15 years. So I'm a professional. So I manage people, right? That's probably why I'm good at these interviews, because I literally hire people, right? And then let go of people, and help people with their career. And so I'm pretty good dealing with people and kind of helping them navigate their career and grow their career. So I'm already have that skill set in the military. So I know how to handle myself out on the street. So all these little qualities, that you put them together, and I'm able to, try to help people. But a lot of people, they, go go look for Martin. I'm like, I have a full time job. It's not my job to go look for Martin, right? Martin has to look out for Martin, right? Because Martin's 37-year-old grown man with children, right? Martin needs to be more responsible for Martin, right? I'll help him when I can, right? I'll go look for him when I can. I'll go get him food when I can, clothes when I can, right? But again, you guys got to remember, I have a full time job, I have a life, right? Like YouTube, Lost in Phoenix, it's not my life. It's a passion project, right? Because I know for a fact in the past 3 years, we have saved countless lives, not only for the people that I interviewed, which there are people that are clean now, but also for the people, the viewers, the kids that just like Erin O'Brien, right? Showing these videos to her children, possible that both of her children watch these videos, be like, "Oh man, mommy, thank you for showing me Martin's story, mommy. You know, your story, mommy, plus Martin's story. Yeah, we're never gonna touch drugs, mommy." Makes too much sense. Ray in Hollywood says, Art, thank you for clearing that up for me. You are so right. It's addiction. It's just sad to see people are better than that. I wish Martin I could see that in himself. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ray in Hollywood. I appreciate you asking, trying to clarify, trying to thank you for allowing me to explain it, right? Because some people you guys don't see it because you guys don't deal with it. Like I'm out there every day after work, right? So I wake up at 6 in the morning. Okay. I start working at 7. Okay. I get out of work 3, 4, 5 p.m. I go out there in the street and I go to my second job, right? To try to help somebody, try to help a Martin, try to help out somebody, watching in the videos, right? So I'm still working. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night here in Phoenix, and I'm still working. Long day, long. All my days are like that every day. I get hundreds of messages on social media every day, just tons of people reaching out to me, right? So it's a lot. It's a lot to juggle. It's a lot to, but that's why I'm very appreciative to all of you folks that try to assist, try to help, right? Because you guys understand it's too much for one person, and it shouldn't fall on one person. Yeah, it shouldn't just be me, but you guys give me the strength, the courage, and the fortitude to continue to persevere, to go forward, right? In the face of adversity and the heat, it sucks. It's not fun sometimes, right? But I know it's for a worthy cause. I know it's for something greater, right? It's not for me. It's not for you. It's for um, humanity. It's for that one youngster that's going to watch this and decide not to make poor decisions. So Brittany Hughes, have you struggled with addiction or are in recovery? Brittany Hughes, I have struggled with addiction. I'm addicted to tacos, right? So I love tacos. I'll eat tacos morning, noon, and night. Okay. I've never, and like, you're talking about substances, right? Definitely no substances. I love water and I love tacos, right? Those are my addiction right there. So, Crystal Rosales, Realtor, San Antonio, Texas, bless your heart. Thank you. I appreciate you. So sweet. Marcia says the world needs more kindness and compassion. Absolutely, Marcia. You do it in France. I'm gonna do it here in the United States of America. Appreciate you, Marcia. Latasha Lewis, everything is well in my world. I hope that everything is well in your Latasha Lewis world. Blessings to you and your family. Divine World of Trey. Yes, so true. I get the same flack from my channel. Thank you for your work. It can be draining but fulfilling as well. Absolutely. L. Weber, hello. How are you? Vern, how much can you bench? Not enough. Camp Goer, do you know if Community Bridges has reached out to Martin? I'm sure a lot of places have reached out to Martin. That's what he told me. A lot of places have reached out to him. Martin isn't ready for anybody to reach out to him. I mean, we can keep reaching out to him, but he's going to be ready on his choosing at his time, not anybody else. Triple L La Cabezona says, when the body hasn't had food for too long, you have to start back up on liquids, then slowly start back up on the solids. The body can go in shock and then will die. That's how I'm feeling right now. Haven't ate since noon. So no tacos for me. So Bart Visions, I ate Del Taco combo burrito and fries, wash it down with the cherry coke. I haven't had Del Taco in like 10 years. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Alira Baby says, Art, have dinner, please. I will. I absolutely will. I'll be leaving very soon and I'm going to definitely eat some dinner, right? So I'm going to go take care of my addiction, some tacos, right? So crunchy tacos, soft tacos, all that stuff is so good. Julie Harrington, you have the patience and heart of gold. No judgment on your part, so you gain their trust. You're probably the only true friend they have. Julie Harrington, yes, it's about building rapport. It's about trying to build a relationship with these folks, right? So Rome wasn't built in a day. It took time, right? So you have to plant seeds and hope that it bears fruit in the future, right? So just I don't have a magic wand. I don't pretend that Art's here, he's gonna interview me, so I'm gonna take people to treatment left and right. Doesn't That's not the reality, right? It sounds cool, but that's not the reality. So it's the long game, right? So there's a lot of psychology involved in it. So I guess it just makes sense, right? So I don't know. Tony G, which place has the best tacos in Phoenix? Man, that's a great question. Uh, Definitely not Filiberto's. Definitely not Filiberto's. So lovely lioness. It's a miracle that Martin is still alive. A lovely lioness. You are 100% correct. The human body is resilient, and Martin is a shining example of how tough the human body is. He is extremely thin. In person, he is super thin. You know, if I went like this to him, I could touch his bone. He's very frail, right? His uh, body fat is non-existent because he's not eating right, not drinking right. He's just, you know, consuming his addiction every day. That's so it's sad. It's sad to see a person decline and go backwards. So yeah, definitely it sucks. You know, trust me. I know. Trust me. Trust me. Marcia says, Art, I'm going away this Thursday with Jean Francois to a place 3 hours from here to Camargue where there are wild white horses and black bulls. That's an interesting combo. Marcia, so congratulations on going on vacation with your husband, Jean Francois, to a place, Camargue, where there's white horses and black bulls. That's really cool. Have a lot of fun, Marcia. Stay safe and, you know, take a lot of pictures. Triple L says, I worked at a hospital with anorexia patients. We had to start them on liquids, then slowly on solids. 90% of these people have the body of people with anorexia. Man, speaking of liquids, who, Stephanie Gaitan, right? She had her wisdom tooth pulled out. So she's on a liquid diet right now. So she'll lose about 20 pounds. When I got my braces on, I lost a lot of weight because I couldn't bite. So not this is the second time I get braces, but when I was a kid, the first time I couldn't eat food, I couldn't chew. So I was on a liquid diet for 2 weeks. I lost weight. It's so anyways, gang, I am gonna say, I'm gonna bid you all good night. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys for hanging out, giving a little update on Martin. It's good conversation. Thank you for all the new people that have joined, that have signed up. 231 people. Usually we're like at 100, but you guys are awesome. Uh, I'm gonna go look for him tomorrow. There's a wheelchair in store for him. He needs to get a wheelchair, right? So I would love to go to hospital. I would love for him to get into recovery, but today, like right now, that's not an option for him. He's not even thinking about that, right? So we just dismiss him and not care about him anymore? Of course not. We still want to help him out, right? We still want him to not struggle, right? Do you guys want him to struggle? I don't want him to struggle, right? So the man has no body fat, he has no strength, but he's out there every day wheeling himself, right? On a broken wheelchair. Can we get him a new wheelchair so he doesn't struggle as much, right? His feet are falling off. His feet are decaying, right? How much time does he have? I don't know, but it's not looking good. So in that time, and so from now until he decides to go to hospital or treatment, can we make it a little bit easier for him, right? So, anyways, thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate you guys, every single one of you. I love you guys. Thank you guys for great conversation. Thank you guys for logging in. You guys have a great night. Get some rest. And I'll try to see you guys tomorrow. Okay. So